Any country can be a member of the International Criminal Court. All they need to do is sign and ratify the Rome Statute. The Rome Statute is, in essence, the constitution of the court. And so far, I believe it's 126 or 128 countries in the world that have signed and ratified the Rome Statute. 34 of those are African states, and there are multiplicity of member states from Latin America, Asia, Europe, and North America, Canada specifically. The trials that are ongoing at the International Criminal Court involve only Africans at the moment. However, the Office of the Prosecutor is investigating crimes in Georgia. It's also investigating crimes in Afghanistan. And these have been referred to the International Criminal Court by Georgia and by the government of Afghanistan. It is possible that in the coming years, one may see a change in the sense that you may see actors involved in the Georgia conflict being brought to court at the International Criminal Court. Or you may see actors involved in the Afghan conflict being brought to court. Tony Blair could be taken to The Hague. George Bush cannot, for the simple reason that the US is not a member of the International Criminal Court. The US has signed the Rome Statute but has not ratified it. Therefore, if George Bush were to be charged before the International Criminal Court, it would have to be through a resolution of the United Nations Security Council. And this is where one of the major criticisms of the International Criminal Court comes in. Because if it is a court, the question is, why should cases be referred to it by the United Nations Security Council? Because the United Nations Security Council has 20 members, but 5 of those members are permanent and have a veto. So they can veto any decision of the other members, which means that if a credible case was developed against George Bush, for instance, then the UN Security Council would have to refer that case to the International Criminal Court. But the United States has a veto. It is possible that the United States would use that veto. It is possible that its allies, Britain and France, who also have a veto on the Security Council, would use that veto. This is one of the criticisms of the structure of the International Criminal Court. The United States, France, Britain, China, and Russia. If in future there's a case to be referred to the ICC, but any of these 5 countries are uncomfortable with that case, all they'll do is veto the resolution, and that stops there.